What's up everybody, this is Sheriff the Worker. Today we have an interesting and great topic and our guest Mr. Haytham Alamari.
Hi Sharif, how are you?
I'm good, Haytham.
Nice to be here with you today.
Thank you. You came from a long way from Porto Vadi.
Yes.
And we are in Vadi Istanbul. We are neighbors actually.
2 minutes walk maybe.
2 minutes walk.
Walk, yeah.
I know Mr. Haytham long years from Dubai also.
Yes.
And now he is in Turkey last couple years. He is doing a program of second passport programs, mostly from the Caribbean islands.
Yes.
And today we asking you questions and try to learn deeply about the second passport program.
Okay.
And our first question is, what are the Caribbean countries that permit dual citizenship?
Focus on the 5 main countries in the Eastern Caribbean area, which are Dominica, St. Kitts, Anibas, St. Lucia, then we have Antigua and Barbuda, and also Grenada. These are the 5 countries, yes.
I mostly hear the St. Kitts and the Dominica.
Yes, Dominica is like the most popular one, and St. Kitts and Anibas.
What are the advantages of getting second citizenship?
Well, there's many advantages of getting a second citizenship. I would say the most important advantage is the freedom of travel without getting a visa. So these passports can give you free access to more than up to 157 countries worldwide. These include Schengen area and UK. You also get easy access to the United States and Canada. Plus that, you know, of course, these countries allow dual citizenship, and citizenship is inherited by the newborn. You will get permanent access, permanent status. If you want to live there, you can live because you're a citizen already. And then also, there's no tax for non-residents. So any, you know, international income, there's no tax on it.
Which country's citizens are highly demand this passport?
Well, as I said, the most popular ones are Dominica, St. Kitts.
No, I mean which country's citizens origins there?
Well, many. This is a very good question. No, usually, typically, that countries which have problematic countries, where, you know, unstable, you know, countries. But now it's very surprising that even countries like, you know, with good economies are now, the citizens are also asking for these passports. Like, for example, like Turkish citizens, now they are asking for these passports because it's becoming, plus that's, it's a need for some of them. They need a second chance, second, you know, life. Let's say some countries, it's like a luxury. If you have the ability to buy it, why not buy it? And you don't need to wait for any visas in the, you know, in the embassies, and, you know, you'll be more freedom for travel.
Can we say that the world is changing? Like,
yes, it is changing.
It's becoming like a one country,
yes,
one world.
Yes.
There is no border. So
one world, one country. But now people are, you know, it's very interesting that people just, they don't want to wait for visas anymore.
Yeah. They don't want to wait for anything.
Yes. So if they can afford doing this, then why not? You know, even if they have a good, you know, if they come from a good country like Turkey.
Let's say how can I apply for a second citizenship or immigration program?
It's very easy, you know. First of all, to apply for a second citizenship, you need to be minimum 18 years old.
I am.
You need to have a clear criminal record. You need to prove the you know, your source of your funds.
Bank accounts?
Yes. Bank accounts, your personal or your company bank account will do. And then the rest is just paperwork. We just need your you know, birth certificate, ID, passport, marriage certificate. That's all.
Which family members could be added to the program?
We can add
with one application.
Yes, one application you can add the spouse. Okay. You can add your dependent children up to 30 years old.
Up to 30.
Up to 30 years.
This is a good detail.
Yes, this is very.
Normally they do in other countries up to 18.
Yes, but here you can do up to.
Is there a number of children limit?
No, there is no number of children. Any number that you have. Then you can also add your siblings in some programs, up to dependent siblings until 30 years old. And you can
like
also
sister, brother.
Yes, and you can also add the parents.
Wow.
Parents of the main applicant and the spouse, starting from 55 years old and above.
This is also so unique.
Yes.
Like
yes.
it means that it's whole family.
Yes.
Whole family.
Yes.
Upside, downside.
Yes.
The vertical side.
Yes. Everybody can get the passport. Yes.
Interesting. And advantages.
As I said, you know, the main advantage is the freedom of travel.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to say that nowadays getting a second passport is an investment. It's an investment of its kind. It's a one-kind investment because besides that, it opens for you new opportunities. It gives you, a better lifestyle. Your kids can go for education in Europe without needing getting a student visa in some countries. You can just register them in the university and they can go. It also gives you easier access if you want to migrate to other countries. So when you apply for several European countries for a resident visa, you get it easier than with your original passport.
We mentioned about the family. What is the processing time?
Processing time normally from the time of submitting your papers, it will take around 3 to 4 months to get your approval, and then another 1 month or 1.5 months to get the passport. Let's say 4 to 6 months.
What are the main documents needed?
Sorry to tell you about the time limit. There's also some of the programs have a fast track. Within this fast track, you can get your application processed within 60 days.
Wow.
Yes.
60 days.
Yes, but you pay a premium for this. You pay an extra.
What are the documents they need to prepare to get this application?
As I said before, very simple. You need your passport, your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, bank account, clear criminal record, proof of address. Plus that, we will give you all the required forms, like medical forms and to sign and stuff.
Let's get into more details, like how to apply and get a Dominica passport.
Oh, Dominica is one of my favorites. I like it a lot because it's so popular, it's so famous, and it gives you access to China, free visa access to China. So
I think Turkish people doesn't have problem with China, right?
I'm not sure if Turkish.
We will check.
Yeah, we'll check this. But with the Dominica passport, you can go to China and enter without visa. So as we said, it's the same process, very easy. You can just contact us for a quotation, very simple. Our quotation is very detailed.
So if you are in export-import business with China, it's highly demanded.
Highly recommended that you go for. And as we said, we have a very detailed quotations, including information about the country, about the program, times, your process journey, plus that we give you all the detailed, we give you a detailed list of all the recommended, all the required documents.
How much does it cost to get Dominican passport?
Dominica passport starts from 100,000
if you are a single applicant.
If you are a single. Plus, this is, the donation part. Plus, then you have to pay for the due diligence, etc., etc. So it piles up. So each case is unique, so you have to contact.
So we can say between 100 to 200.
Yeah, if it's one person, it will be around 125,000 or 120, let's for one person Dominica. And then it depends how many people on your file, because each one, it depends. Your children are below 16, above 16. There's an extra cost for due diligence above 16. So there's a long breakdown. We do also have very transparent quotations. So customer will know how much he's paying for due diligence, how much he's paying for this, how much he's paying for that. Now, there's another thing here that we can talk about. For getting the second passport, you have two ways of getting the passport. You can get it through donation. You pay an amount and
forget about it.
Yeah, it's like, you just pay the cost. Or you can invest. You can invest in shares or in property. You can get a return for this share of property. You pay less fees. And after 5 years, you can resell it.
For the investment part, is there also donation or is it only paperwork cost?
Investment part, as I said, there's different programs. So it's basically either this or that. And we give our customer the option and we tell him how much you will pay if you want a one-time payment and khalas, that's it, which is the cheapest. Or you want to invest and this is the return if there is.
Which way in current investors, they prefer on the donation way?
Current investor, to be honest with you, majority will go for, the one-time payment because most of them don't have the time to follow up their investments.
So the biggest competitor of Dominica, St. Kitts. So what is the difference of application between Dominica and St. Kitts?
Well, I would say St. Kitts and Dominica, they're very similar in some way, that they give you the same access, and the benefits are more or less the same. The only difference between Dominica and St. Kitts, in my opinion, is China access.
St. Kitts doesn't have.
Not yet. But the good thing about these Caribbean countries is that they keep developing. So today, for example, Dominica has, if I'm not wrong, 146 visa-free countries. But maybe next year it will be 148, 149. They keep adding. But also, it depends. Again, some nationalities can only get Dominica. Some nationalities can only get Grenada. For example, now Russians can only get Grenada. The other countries do not allow. Iranians now get Dominica, and recently St. Lucia has opened also for Iranians.
For Turkish people?
Turkish can get anything.
Anything,
as according to them.
Proud to be Turkish.
Yes. They are very welcome. Very welcome.
Is the cost different than Dominica?
Yes, there is a cost price difference. Not much now.
Which is higher, Dominica or St. Kitts?
It depends on the structure of the family.
So for the single applicant?
Single applicant right now, I think the best price will be St. Lucia. St. Lucia is the best. So, but again, according to what we do is that we listen to our customer, we understand his needs, what exactly is he looking for, and what is his family structure, and then we advise him of the best option.
It doesn't differ the being main applicant or the family member. I think they have the same rights of getting passport.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So there is no difference.
There is no difference. We have customers that applied for them and their children, and now their children have got married. Yeah. So we get passports for the spouse of the son, and then we give for the children. So it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, you change the generation.
Yes.
Later on, your children's children will not pay anything. They will get
They'll pay just a fee, a small fee to get the passport, but they will not pay a big amount.
Apart from travel advantages, is there an additional advantage? Why should I get the second passport?
As I said, the travel advantage is not just for travel. It's also if you want to resettle somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, if you apply for a residency somewhere in Western Europe, if you use your original passport, it'll be very hard.
Yeah.
But if you use one of these Caribbean passports, it'll be so easy. So in my opinion, it opens for you a new window in your life.
So for some origins, it's kind of prestige level as well. Like when you are moving or applying to job or anything.
Yes.
It's also status for them.
It's like adding a new level to your life.
If you are applying to international company to work, then this company owner will think that this guy will have no travel problem, no visa problem. It's when thinking deeply.
It's really an investment. I will tell you. I think it's something that anybody who has the ability and the funds, he should consider.
Yeah, it's like on the computer games. There are sometimes passwords. You pass to next level with something like
yes.
And the company name is Level Immigration.
We help people go from one level to another level. Yes.
How the governments decide who will accept it?
Well, it's very simple. These governments are always adding. The programs are actually designed to help these countries to build their economy and to attract, let's say, quality citizens. So main thing is that they look into your criminal record, which has to be clear, and then they look at your financials, which is also very important.
So I will ask this directly. Before paying the big amount, on the due diligence level, do you give the client that you are going to approve, you are going to be?
Well, yes.
Is it how many percentage?
I will tell you one thing. First of all, we do our pre-due diligence. So we do our pre-due diligence and we check that there's no issue on this customer. Number two, as a immigration consultant, we make sure that the file prepared is up to the standard. So we never apply unless we know that all papers are in order. Number three, as long as our customer is not hiding anything from us, it should be approved. Yes. And alhamdulillah, we never had failure cases where we knew that this file, we didn't get any rejection for any file that we knew it would not get rejected. So this is something that we do very professionally.
What are the requirements to add family members?
Very easy. Family members, you need the passport.
For the wife, marriage document. For the children, birth certificate.
Like that.
For the father,
also again birth certificate. So
it's all proving connection.
Yes, the relationship. Yeah, very easy.
This is an interesting question. Do I need to speak the language of that country? I don't know what they speak in St. Kitts.
No, they speak English.
Okay.
Speak English. Yeah. You don't need to. You don't need to speak their language. You don't need to go and live there. So it's easy.
In any time of the process, do I need to go
No.
and visit there?
You don't need to go. We do everything in our
So
office.
all virtually going to be done.
Everything virtually, and you can come to our office. You do all the fingerprints, and we sign in front of our officer, and we sign it off for you. We also do the renewals of passports. We do in our office.
By the way, it sounds very nice, the Caribbean country. So I
Yeah.
highly want to go. It is not a
It's
country that
nice.
you.
It's nice. It's a nice place.
Especially winter times, I guess.
Yes, it's
The weather-
tropical,
tropical.
throughout the year.
Really, thank you so much. It's opened a new era for us.
Yes, and just for you to know that our company Level Immigration, it's the only Turkish company which is directly approved by the Dominica government. So we are proud to be the first and only company so far in Turkey to have to be authorized by the Dominica government.
For the ones who are going to watch this video, they can ask their questions which we didn't mention here on the comment side.
Yes.
And if you are interested to apply for citizenship of other countries, you can contact with us, and we will be opening the idea in our office. We can expand this chat all together.
Of course.
I think we will do these videos more on the other episodes to go deeply on the applications.
Yes.
Thank you so much for visiting us today.
Thank you for having me, and I hope that we can help a lot of families achieve their goal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you on the next episode.
Okay, bye.
The broker and Hightown is going.
Thank you, bye.